hands in the water, watching those bobbers, seeing that red sun sink. Mama's on the porch yelling supper's hot. Y'all come and get it, we yell. Y'all sound good. 16, it was 12:03, standing at her front door. Katie's dad said midnight, but we needed just a little more. Yellow light flipping on and off, interrupting that good night kissing. We wanted 5 more minutes. Time goes by, the clock don't stop. I wish I had a few more drops of the good stuff, the good times. Oh, but they just keep on flying right on by like it ain't nothing. Wish I had me a pause button. Moments like those, Lord knows I did it. Give myself 5 more minutes. Yeah. 18, turn my helmet in, walk to the 50-yard line. It's just the coach and me after we lost 8-10-9. We're not crying, man, next time to get in here I'll have to buy a ticket. Can't you give me 5 more minutes? Yeah. The time rolls by, the clock don't stop. I wish I had a few more drops of the good stuff, the good times. But they just keep on flying right on by like it ain't nothing. Wish I had me a pause button. Moments like those, Lord knows I did it. Give myself 5 more minutes. I'll tell you what, I wrote the song back in February of 2015, February 5th to be exact. I wrote it for, well, right after losing one of the greatest men that I ever knew, my granddaddy Bill. He was my guy growing up. He was my guy. He was one of the good ones. He was born and raised in the Bluefield area, West Virginia. Retired down in Pinehurst, North Carolina. At a young age, though, he decided, he was a hard-working dude, and he decided he wanted to join the Air Force and protect our great country. And through the Air Force, he got stationed around in a lot of different bases all over the country, but eventually made his way down to San Juan, Puerto Rico. And while he was there, obviously hard-working, working hard, but my guy also knew how to have a good time. And one night when he was there, some of the guys in the Air Force and him decided they wanted to go on a blind date with some Puerto Rican ladies and see how that went. And the way Granddaddy told the story was that the night went really well, because when he dropped his date back off at her front door, he looked at her. He said, "You might not believe me, but one day I'm gonna marry you." And that Puerto Rican lady, she looked back at him just as romantic, and she said, "You are either drunk or you are crazy." And she slammed the door in his face and walked away. But he said he enjoyed himself though in San Juan. I'll get back to that. But y'all, let me take you to Pinehurst, North Carolina. That's where I knew him from my whole life. It's where he retired at. And Pinehurst is like the golf capital of the world. They've had US Opens, Ryder Cups, you name it, they've had it there. And Granddaddy was a ranger at one of the courses there. And during the summers when I was out of school, I'd head down to Pinehurst and hang out with him. And I get to ride on the golf cart with him, and those are some of my favorite times with him. And it wasn't because of the golf, and it wasn't because I was out of school. It's because there's only room for 2 people on a golf cart. It was me and him hanging out, riding for hours and hours and hours. And he'd tell me stories about life, his life. He'd tell me jokes, teach me lessons. And I just learned a lot from that guy on the golf cart in Pinehurst, North Carolina. We'd finish up at the course though after the day was done, and it's always hot as Hades in Pinehurst, North Carolina. My goodness. And we'd go back to his house, and I always thought that I had the coolest granddaddy. They had a pool in their backyard, and he passed away at 86, but even until about 85 years old, my man was still jumping off the diving board in his backyard pool and doing a mean cannonball. A cannonball! 85! That's impressive. That's impressive. We had a lot of good times on Pinehurst, a lot of great summers there. But y'all, real quick, let me take you back to San Juan, Puerto Rico. The blind date he went on with the Puerto Rican ladies, and the date that he told he was gonna marry, that told him he was either drunk or he was crazy. Well, that lady's my grandma. I'm not 100% sure, but I'd say like 99.9% sure I'm the only country singer down in Nashville with a grandma of the name of Paquita Rivera Guadalupe de Francesca McCreary. I'm just gonna throw it out there. And she's awesome. She's a little Puerto Rican spitfire. She don't take no crap from nobody, marches to the beat of her own drum, and I know it sounds like the start of a joke, a West Virginian and a Puerto Rican walking to a bar, but it was true love, y'all. It really was. 58 years of it. 58 years. I still go back to Pinehurst today, and I get to talk to Grandma, and she loves to tell me stories. A lot of times, 10, 11, 12 times over, but I'll always sit there and listen. And one of the favorite ones I've heard from her is that for 58 years they slept in the same double bed. Wow. And that was apparently Granddaddy's decision, because Granddaddy said, well, baby, if we get a king bed, I'll be further away from you every night, and I don't want that. Let me tell you what, I'm just 2 months into this marriage thing. That's true love right there. I gotta sleep good, all right? 8 hours, I gotta have my space. That's true love right there. So. Well, look at it as if I can love could be just half as much as my granddaddy Bill loved my grandma Paquita. I'll be doing something pretty dang special. So. But y'all, tonight as we finish this song up, the best part about this song for me personally, I wrote this song, I wrote it from my heart, from my feelings, from my family, but the best part's been hearing y'all's stories about who you think of when you hear this song, the times you think of when you hear this song. And one of the things I've learned is that we're all a lot more alike than we are different. We know what it is to feel love, and we know what it is to feel lost. So tonight, as we finish up this song, would you say we remember those people that we've loved, and maybe that we've lost contact with, whatever it is, but remember those folks and remember the good times we had with them, y'all. What you say? At 86, my grandpa said, there's angels in the room. With all the family gathered around, knew the time was coming soon. With so much left to say, I pray, Lord, I ain't finished, just give us 5 more minutes. The time rolls by, the clock don't stop, and I wish I had a few more drops of the good stuff. The good times, oh, but they just keep on flying right on by like it ain't nothing. I wish I had me a pause button. Moments like those, Lord knows I'd hit it. Yeah, sometimes this whole life will leave you wishing that you had 5 more minutes. Oh, 5 more minutes.